And typically at the minus 58 kilo category, he's just moved up. He does have a little dabble with minus 63s. He won the WTF President's Cup. He was third in the Olympic Games at that category. You're absolutely right. So he's got a bronze medal from the Olympics, which means he's not too bad.
He's not too shabby, right?
He's got an Olympic medal back home.
Carrying around one of those.
Okay.
And he was exciting there as well. So, yeah, Rasik, Andrun, and Luisito Pai is a great way to finish out our night, for sure.
Absolutely. Well,
that's a quick point.
Compete in the Olympic Games, but he has got gold medals at this weight category in the minus 63. So this is interesting. You know, Adrian is a top-ranked athlete at this weight category. Pai has dominated a lower weight category, moved up. This is an interesting tussle. Oh, welcome to the weight category. Welcome to Mr. Pai. He's got a bit of height as well. Yeah,
listening to some of the Dominican coaches and players, they call them PA, so we'll call them PA.
Thank you.
So we won't, remembering that, just kind of hearing them over in the corner.
Yeah.
You know, it's, and listen, PA's got a lot of reach here. He's so long. Croatians start off hot with that exact technique right there, that roundhouse kick, and now PA's definitely kind of found a way to kind of nullify it and got a couple of shots. But you're going to see his flexibility come into play here.
Yeah, well, there he was coming in on a weird move, and then suddenly.
Yeah, we have a little bit of some blockage there with the scoreboard. So we get that back for you. We'll get that fixed momentarily. Great punch there by Pai, and he receives it to go up 6-2. Well-timed right hand, right to the chest protector of the Croatian player, Andrun.
Well, Adrian looking at, he's taken one there.
Yeah, he took one in the leg. It was accidental as he was kicking as he's moving in, so there's nothing he could do about that. PA definitely was not intentional on that kick.
Yeah.
You can see the flexibility. He can change his side kick or cut kick right to the chopper axe kick there with not much effort at all. It looks pretty effortless to me.
Yeah. Well, Adrian's starting to try and press down. I think he's realised here with PA's sort of style that he has to try and close that space down and not give him a chance to open up. You're noticing he's compressing the space really quickly.
Yeah, he is. There's his first punch. So both players have a punch.
Yeah.
You know, the difference in this game right now is that head kick.
Yeah. Well, Adrian is certainly staying in this one. We're just looking through here. So Adrian beat Bat by 15 points. Bat of Canada. Siddhartha Bat, who's ranked number 3 in this event. So that was an event that went to ranking. And he beat Jackson of the United States by 11 points to 3 in the quarterfinal. Fair enough. I'll make an excuse here. I'm an American style, but Jackson had just had that incredible 34-32 victory over Villa of Mexico. So, you know, he'd obviously put in a real shift there.
Sure.
And I think Jackson, I think, ran out of a bit of energy against Andrun. And, you know, you can see that Andrun's a player. He's been around. He's a top-ranked player. You know, I'm looking at his trophy list. He's virtually medalled in every event going back for the last 3 years, except for the European Championships in Montreux. You know, he's a man who knows how to fight. And
yeah, no, he knows how to fight. He knows how to win. And you know, and it shows here too. So
absolutely. Well, he's staying in this, you know, and Pierre is putting his moves, and Adrian is definitely.
Oh, that's a great tactic. He's got so much snap on that, so much snap on his cut side kick there that he's able to push him back and get the points, push him down and get the 2 points.
He's asking for a card here, which is he asking for the push? Is that what the coach is asking for?
He showed the sign about going out of the boundary line, but that didn't happen at all. So I'm definitely a little confused or befuddled here on what he's looking for. So let's kind of see what maybe they can show us here on the screen and give us a good feel for it.
We're going to see it on the screen.
Yeah, Steve's going to give us a good view of it, I think. So. Checking to see if he touched the ground. That's what we're looking for. And I think he did. They're saying he did not. They're saying his hand did not touch the ground, so he'll lose his challenge card for the rest of the match in the finals here.
Yeah.
So I thought that was a good challenge. I didn't have any problem with him bring that up there. I think that's logical. Oh, Pi with a great face kick. You see now why everyone in the Pan Am region is impressed by this kid.
Yeah, and you can hear him in the background just whooping away.
Yeah, oohing and ahhing on every one of those. We all know how difficult that is.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness. You know, this guy's just giving face washes for fun. His foot is all over the place.
The style is a little different, and I think it really causes some of the traditional players problems. You know, he's just a little bit different on timing, a little bit different on angles, as we talked about earlier, and it's showing up here in the finals as he's able to hit the Andren here with a couple of different face kicks. He's probably from a different angles he's not used to seeing.
Yeah. Well, the issue for Andren is, you know, I'm sure his coach has probably said to him, look, you know what he's going to do. This is where you move inside. When that leg comes up, you can come and take the points. But the trouble is that the man in blue is still extremely dangerous.
Right, he is.
And that foot is still waving around his head.
Right.
And he's going to connect sometime.
No, you're exactly right. And I think that he feels like he's safe finally. So he finally engages. The foot's still there, and then he slaps him in the head. And I mean, that's that deft timing of your foot that with the leg control and we call the off timing kick. Yeah. Sometimes they're the worst. You take those in the face the worst.
Yeah, because you've come in, but then you go again. And,
right.
And in fact, Andren, superb here. 2 kicks.
Yes.
Just 2 inside kicks there, and he's back in this game.
Yeah.
He's just narrowed. And Andren is just doing the bread and butter moves. You know, PA is putting a lot of effort in here, and at some stage, Andren is possibly thinking he's going to tire.
Right.
And here we are, 3 points. He's brought this game back.
Yeah, he has, and he's done it, like you said, with fundamental inside roundhouse kicks, and that's definitely, you can tell he's a sound athlete that has good coaching.
Yeah.
Hey, stay the course. We'll get ourselves back in this game, and he's done that and now brought it down to 2 with another punch.
Yeah,
right.
He nearly scored with the first punch.
Right.
He had one button press. He had all 3 on the second. 2
right.
points in it. Fascinating, absolutely fascinating, this bout. And time will run out. Well, 13-11. Now, considering it was 13-5 about 40 seconds ago, Andren walks in 13-11, and I think he's going to be happy with that.
Yeah, I agree. I think the momentum shift here is clearly on the side of the Croatian player Andren, and see if he can ride that momentum shift into the 3rd round and onto a gold medal here in our last final of the 2017 U.S. Open. So that's great.
The last round to go.
That's great that we're going to end up with maybe one of the best matches of the whole night.
Now, going into this final round, I've got to say, even though Andren is 2 points behind, PA's style is very tiring, and he looks tired here.
Yes.
And surely, you know, usually by this stage he's got a lead, and he's looking at this. He's put a lot of effort in, and I'm sure if you're Adren's coach, you're going to say that sort of thing. That look, he's put a lot of work in here. He's only got 2 points. You just keep those kicks coming in. You're okay. Yeah,
stay fundamentally sound inside. You know, he's kind of fallen asleep a little bit there and got a little lax inside the clinch or inside the clinch zone there, and Adren's made him pay with 2 quick roundhouse kicks, and it turned the tide here. So let's see if he can finish off his furious rally here.
Yeah. Well, PA tends to come out all guns blazing.
Yeah, he does.
20 seconds anyway.
He does. He definitely does.
So maybe Andren is going to just hold off.
This is getting very interesting. You know, a leg check. He's raising his leg up, but he doesn't look like he's trying to kick, and because of that, she's going to give him the calm jump penalty and take it to a 1-point game with plenty of time in this for either one of them to win it.
It was just that change of mind that we talked about, wasn't it? At 13-12, 1 point, nothing in it now.
I've been impressed with both these athletes. Not a lot of deductions, so these are all points on kicks, and that's good to see for the sport.
Yeah, absolutely. This has been a really good bout. Nobody pressed the button there for Croatia.
No, great timing on the punch. You actually just missed the Hogu there. So.
Yeah.
Very close.
That was so close from
wow.
PA.
PA's been good, but he's definitely putting a little bit of rest in here so he can save up for a furious rally here in the last minute or so.
And Andren nearly scored with an inside kick there. PA,
he's trying it.
Yeah.
He's got to get some momentum. He's going to have to get some energy.
Yeah.
He's getting numbers. He's getting him. He's catching him at different angles. So he's like you said earlier, he's putting in the work, and it shows here.
Yeah. Adren's very much 2 different styles here, totally. And Andren is working away. 48 seconds to go.
Yeah, it's definitely the chipping away process going on here, and PA's going to have to Gonna have to have some energy. His kick was low there, so he's a little tired. He's definitely spent a little bit.
Yeah.
But I don't count him out. This kid is, clearly Olympic bronze medalist and got a lot of athleticism.
Yeah.
The last 30 seconds is gonna be fun.
Yeah. He's fighting at a higher weight category though. So.
Yeah, you're right. And being pressed by somebody a little heavier is interesting, right?
Yeah.
Taking a little bit out of him with these new rules as well.
Yeah, he's certainly looking quite tired now. There's
We
the
have a tie
punch, and the
game.
punch scores.
We saw that both easily scores with all three judges pushing the buttons.
Yeah.
Oh,
Now,
the momentum has changed.
Absolutely. Now, Pierre has been holding a bit in reserve. Has he got enough for one final attack?
His kick, he's low. He's just a little low. He's trying.
Well, I thought the official was going to step in there and give a gam jump, but she held back.
He stayed in bounds with 3 seconds, so no deduction there. That's a good call by the referees. There's no deduction there.
Oh, he stepped out. But
And the rest
time was
time,
up.
wow.
Oh, that was close.
That might be
close.
a challengeable card there.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd use it, but
Well, he hasn't got a card left. He
that's
can't.
right.
He's
You're
already
right.
wasted it. Oh, my
Adrian,
goodness.
you're right.
I tell you what, if you were the coach, you'd have had a card out straight away, though.
Yeah, that's no question. I just think that the risk reward is too big. I think the reward's too big there. It just looked like it was right before the rest time. Again,
Yeah.
I'm looking at the whole picture here of the screen, but maybe out there in the arena I could see it a little better or a little worse. You're not sure,
yeah.
but yeah, wow, this is great.
Well, this, yeah. It
Golden
doesn't get
point.
any better than this, does
Yeah,
it?
no, it doesn't. That doesn't.
We've got such a difference in styles. We've got Mr. Excitable there, who bounds onto court like Bambi and runs all over the place, and legs are flailing. And then we've got Andrew, who's been obviously taught the proper way.
Sure. Fundamental taekwondo right there, right?
Yeah.
Like just clean, solid. Don't get too high. Don't get too low. He's put in the work. He's put in the time, and it's showing here. He's chipped away at the lead with nice inside kicking and some follows, and now he's going to try to finish this off the right way.
Now, you know what? You'd be pleased. With your organizer's hat on, for the first time in 4 days, they've set the clock to 1 minute.
There you go, right? They
Without
did it for
even
us.
having to
They
count
did
up.
it for us in the finals here, so last
we go.
final of the day, we finally got it right?
Yeah, making a
Oh,
big
he got
move.
him in the head.
Oh,
No, it didn't come
doesn't
up.
count.
That was so close. Oh, the punch wins it.
Oh, my
He settled on
goodness.
it with a punch and inside roundhouse kicks. That is the way to have the final fight.
What a way to
It was
finish.
well timed for sure.
Incredible.
Incredible.
Pierre was sure that he'd got the head kick. He's still shaking his head
No,
now.
he's distraught. He's
He
distraught.
can't believe it.
Like I thought he got it.
Yeah.
I did. I thought he hit it. In fact, I thought he might have hit it on both sides. But at the end of the day, as close as that was for him hitting it, the Croatian guy, look, he stuck to his guns. He stayed the course. And he just chipped away at that lead and
Unbelievable.
turned the momentum there going in the third round.
Let's do it again.